Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I should give my claps and everything else. Thank you very much. Hey, we've been having a little bit of difficulties, but believe it or not, through the magic of Indio and everything else, I got Carlos P with me. Hey, Carlos, are you on there, brother?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
All right. So we do have him. He's here. He's just not here. He's like on the air. So you will be we will still go. We're still gonna do the interview. It's just that he's like you know there. So anyway, with that being said, so thank you very much for joining us, Carlos. How you been, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you for giving me the space. I really appreciate it. And thank God, we're doing good. We're moving forward. We have a lot of stuff going on. So I'm just happy to be on the show, and I'm happy to be alive, man. Just to be here.
Yeah, yeah, no, no. Where are you at, man? What part of are you? What part of the world are you at, brother?
I'm in Laredo, South Texas, and on the border.
Oh, I know. I've been to Laredo, bro. It's like far away from me, man. it's it's so far, so very far. Now,
Yeah. Now we're far from we're far from everything, but not too far that we can't drive. You know, it's good.
mhm. Yeah. So it's good to have you on. I'm a little out of sorts. I'm sorry, man. It's just I'm kind of trying to fix everything.
Um, I'm gonna try something. Let me know. I'm gonna, it's gonna be a different device.
Hold on. Let's see here.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Can you can you say something? I think I can hear your feet. Hold on. Hold on. That's not the right. Hold on. This one right here.
Um,
Go ahead. Say something. No, I can. It's just it's feet. How about that?
I don't know if you can hear me there.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, great.
Great.
Oh,
There you
there
go.
you go. The lighting's bad, but
The lighting's bad,
there.
but right here.
Yeah, I see you, man. All right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and keep you on my other line just in case so we can keep you there. I'm just going to keep it a little bit low so that way um, I'll keep you on the phone line. Um,
Okay.
and I just don't want it to back up. I mean, feedback and stuff like that. Let me get to the chat. We've got a bunch of comments already, brother. Real quick, Lisa Trevino says, "Hello, Indio, and everyone tuning in. Saludos desde Pearsall, Texas. Hello, Lisa
Here's how
Trevino. Thank you
Texas.
so very much. Yeah, a real good friend of the show, Patricia Archuleta Fincher Mancini, one of my great supporters. I really appreciate her. She says, "Hi, Indio. Hi, Carlos. Blessings upon y'all. Thank you so very much, sweetheart. I really do appreciate you." Uh, Lisa says, "Indio can't seem to get it right. Merry Christmas." I was like, "Hey, I'm trying, girl. Don't say that." Norma Salazar says, "Hello, Carlos P. How are you doing?"
Carlos.
Awesome, awesome. So, no, it's awesome to have you, bro. Man, I know it's taken us a long time to get together, bro.
Yeah. But it's good. Everything happens at a certain time for a certain reason, so it's good.
Yeah, no, it's good to have you on. I know that we've been trying for a long time, and I'm glad. So, that's definitely a plus for everybody involved, and going over your music and everything else. You've got a lot of great music. You've got a great catalog, and I wanna go ahead and explore all of that for you, and to get people to listen to the music that haven't heard your music. Why you haven't heard? I don't know why, but you should know who Carlos V is. You've been doing this for a while. You got skins on the wall, and I want people to fall in love to the music like we have. Um, First of all, the song that you're currently promoting right now. It's called "Con Otro Sabor." Give me a little bit of background on that song, brother.
That song is it's a cover. It was done originally by Pepe Aguilar. It's a song I got a while ago, and I kept thinking that I wanted to redo it with a little bit of a Tejano flair. And I talked to the guys, and they said, yeah, we can do it. So we went into the studio, we messed around with it, and we finally came up with something that we were happy with. And that's why we decided to release it in November, because it was ready. And before, we just weren't happy with all the things that we're doing. So we tweaked it, we worked it out, and finally got it to the place that we were happy with. And I had sung it before at a karaoke once, and I felt good. I felt like I wanted to and try and sing it myself as a single. And I asked my wife, and she said, "Yeah, I like the song." So she's the jefa. I kind of go with her instinct.
You gotta listen to La Jefa, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, it's a great song. It's a different flavor from you, but it's a good flavor. So I really do like the song. It's doing really well on the radio station, by the way. So you should be really proud of yourself. Um,
Thank you.
and I really want people to go ahead and listen to it real quick. Serious Tejano's in the house. Hey guys, thank you so very much for joining us. Serious Tejano, if you get an opportunity, go ahead and listen to Serious Tejano. They got shows as well that they also promote Tejano music as well, and they got a lot of interviews and stuff like that. They've got my girl Kelly D that's on their show as well, and she does a wonderful La Comadre. She does a lot of interviews, and so if you get some time, they also have a free app, I believe. So support each other. The only way we can do this is together. That's the only way we can level up is together. So let's go ahead and listen to Con Otro Sabor from Carlos P, because it's a great song, and I want you to get a good flavor of what this new song is like. It goes like this.
Thank you.
Salado que quedó en mis labios al besar tu boca. Es que tú estabas llorando porque te contaron que yo ando con otra. Hagas caso de la gente que todo lo decente lo vuelve pecado. Es que ellos seguramente quieren convencerte que te he traicionado. Aclarar las cosas, vamos a aclararlas bien. Deja de ser tan celosa. Yo nunca te he sido infiel. Por lo que digan ellos, por lo que digan yo, ya le pondré remedio a la situación. Por lo que digan ellos, por lo que digan Dios, es que yo soy el dueño de tu corazón. Y si tú estás de acuerdo con mi decisión, ya nos daremos besos, ya nos daremos besos con otro sabor. Atormentes tanto, sécate este llanto, ya no estés tan triste. Y yo espero mientras tanto que no estés pensando que yo quiero herirte. Hagas caso de la gente que todo lo decente lo vuelve pecado. Y es que ellos seguramente quieren convencerte que te he traicionado. Vamos a aclarar las cosas, vamos a aclararlas bien. Deja de ser tan celosa. Yo nunca te he sido infiel. Lo que digan ellos, por lo que digan yo, le pondré remedio a la situación, por lo que digan ellos, por lo que digan yo, que yo soy el dueño de tu corazón. Y si tú estás de acuerdo con mi decisión, ya nos daremos besos, ya nos daremos besos con otro sabor.
There you go. Very nice, very nice. Lisa says, hello, Carlos. She says, that song I wanted to hear. That's the song that I wanted to hear. It's a great song, man. It's got it's very danceable cumbia, and it's kind of a melodic love song that, it's a very you song, man. It's a very uh, uh, Carlos type of love ballad, man. I really like it, man.
Thank you.
So let me ask you this real quick. You know, uh, to be honest with you, I remember you from Shelly Lattice's Tejano Idol. That's like way back in 2020, wasn't it? Or
2018.
2018. Yeah. So, I mean, that's been a while. What's been, what's been your trajectory since then? Because, I mean, usually those are won by female artists because the female voice is really softer, and everybody wants to go over the female. Now, I know your voice is a very good voice. It's a very I'm not saying anything bad about your voice. Please don't get that wrong. But I'm just saying, it's good to see somebody, like, a male come along and win something like that. But I mean, what have you been doing since then, man? I mean, you've got a lot of great songs, but have you been touring, or have you been writing music, or what have you been doing?
Um, I do some writing.
Hmm.
The first song that I released was actually something I wrote. It's called Vete Ya.
Hmm.
And that song was written. I'm thinking about 25 years ago or more. Um, and I wrote it back then, thinking that it was. I mean, you write songs and sometimes you think, oh, you know what, somebody like Jay Perez, Ramada, it fits them, or like
Yeah,
I'll try to get it to them. But back then it wasn't like now. Social media has made things or everybody a little bit more accessible.
yeah,
So back then there was no social media. I didn't have any contacts. I didn't know anybody in the business. So everything was different. So initially, in my head, I was like, I wish I could give this song to Ram, because he's my favorite out of all the singers. He's my favorite, and I admire everybody, but his style is something that I admire a lot. So that song was in my head was going to be for Ram, right? But I mean, it just stayed there for a long, long time. I was playing with other groups. I was doing a lot of the other stuff, and then 2017 comes around, and I was gonna do the Tejano Idol because I found it online. So I
hmm,
thought, okay, I'm gonna try this out. But before that happened, we had a car accident,
oh no,
and I ended up having surgery. So I didn't get to go. So that was 2016. I'm sorry. And then 2017, I went, and I ended up being one of the finalists. And so it was a little discouraging, but uh, the president called me. She said, "Are you going to try again next year?" And I said, "No, I don't think so, because the way it worked before, they would send you the songs,
oh
and that's the song that they're going to sing. And since their track, even if it's a different key or whatever, it was difficult. So I told her, I think the way I would feel comfortable to go back is if we could pick the song." And she says, "Let me talk to the other people." And she called me back. She goes, "You know what? We're gonna change that rule." So I was like, "Okay." So then I signed up again. I auditioned, and it's like you were saying, the girls are powerful and they have a different range, and it's different. I mean, a competition with the females, it's different.
hmm.
Um, so
Well,
I went in there and I was like, "Go ahead."
no, I was just gonna say, and plus also, you know, Well, they're pretty. I mean, they're easy to
Well,
look at,
you
and
know,
people always tend to look at a better looking performance. That's why The Voice was always a great premise when it came out, because you don't get to see them before they sing. You're just basing them
yeah,
on their singing. But once you see something, automatically, it's just like little kids. When you give them something to eat, they go, I don't like it, because of what they see. It's not necessarily whether they like it or not. They're just basing it on visual. And so
yeah,
it's, for most contests, when you really think about it, it's the person who's dressed the best is usually the one that has the higher points. And that's just human reaction commonality. It's the one that's more, perceptive and really paying attention to music, that really does the difference. So, and that's what I was meaning by that. It's not demeaning to anybody. It's just common human thought, you know.
yeah.
So that's what I meant by that. So if anybody was offended, I'm sorry, but it wasn't to be offensive. It was just to kind of, I'm very analytical that way.
No, I kind of feel the same way. And women are most they're gonna the men, especially if it's judged by men, they're gonna take notice if
Mm.
it's a pretty woman, a pretty lady. And then like I said, their ranges are higher. They can do different music that's maybe a little bit more pleasing. So that the second year that I went back, there was I was we were the last five, I believe. So they started calling out the names and stuff, and uh, we were down to number one. And I said, "Oh, here we go again. I'm not gonna make because it was the third place, second place, and by that point I thought, okay, that's it. I didn't place whatever. I was like, whatever happens. So I was like, okay. But then when they called my name, I was very surprised. I was actually shocked. My wife is different. She's like, I knew you were gonna win. but for but me, I was like, this is I don't know. I was like, I'm done. I didn't win. But then when they called my name, I was super surprised. I was happy, and so by that time, I had already decided to record the song. I had already started. I had already been in the studio. I started recording the song, Vete Ya. And still I had some um, reservations about releasing it and stuff like that. I still wasn't 100% confident in being a solo artist, because I had never been a solo artist. I had always been a part of a band. So when I did finally win the contest, I was like, you know what, let's do this. I was like, okay. We went to our vehicle as we were leaving, and I told my wife, I said, you know what, yeah, it's time. Let's just release it and see what happens. And fortunately, the song did well. A lot of people liked it. I got a lot of good feedback, and it gives you that push that you need sometimes, like the confidence. And so we kept moving forward, and then comes the next song, and we were working on this song that I really liked. It's called Piropos, but it wasn't coming out the way I wanted it. Been happy with it. It took a long, long time. So I talked to the guys in the band that I used to help, and we had recorded a song for their band. And I approached my friend, the keyboard player. I said, "Hey, Johnny, you know what? I'm feeling pressed. I feel like I have to release something now. Would you mind if I release the song that we have recorded?" And I mean, he's an awesome guy. He says, "You know what? Go for it." So that's the song we released. The second song was called Perdóname, and that's another Pepe Aguilar cover. So I mean, you can see the pattern right there, right?
Mhm.
So I like Pepe Aguilar. Um, so yeah, we did Perdóname. That was our second single, and again, it was doing really well. And that was right before COVID. And so once COVID hit, I mean, we were kind of like everybody was shut down.
Yeah.
And the worst part is if you're a newer artist and you're trying to break into the Hano world, that's the worst thing that could have happened, because it kind of just put a wall in front of me, and it kept me from moving. So we still released another song, Piropos, finally. We did it in the studio, in Juan's studio. It's called LF Studios. But we worked on it for a long time. We put our heart and soul into it, and we finally released it again. it's another cumbia. It's another romantic cumbia, like you were saying about this one. That's my style. That's what I like, and I'm hoping that people like it as well, because I mean that's what I love to do. That's the style that I love to do. But like I said, once COVID hit, and then when we started kind of coming back, um, everything was kind of shut down to a certain extent, where the artists, some of the artists that I opened for, they had like a two person band. It was maybe a musician and the singer, or two musicians and the singer. And so for them, like for us to do tracks at that time, I was doing just tracks. They were happy with that because it's just one person, you know. They were trying to limit the amount of people in there, so that was good. But we still kept working little by little, and then once it was over, then we started trying to work again and kept recording. Then we went into Hermoso Cariño, and Hermoso Cariño is a Vicente Fernandez song, another cover, right? We decided to do a dual release. So we did a Tejano version and a mariachi version. And at the time, it was around the time of his passing, of Vicente Fernandez's passing. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do the Tejano version, but in honor of Vicente Fernandez, I'm still going to do the mariachi one. And I approached a man from here. His name's Ruben Vargas, and he is a teacher, music teacher, and a band director. He's done it all, and he's a multi-instrumentalist. He can play pretty much anything. He can probably play pots and pans también. He can do almost anything. And I went up to him. I said, you know what, this is what I want to do. He said, sure, come on in. And then he said, sing the song for me. And I did it. And I said, I mean, be honest. I've never really done mariachi, so be honest. If you don't think it's gonna work, let me know, and I'm not gonna do it. And when I did it, he goes, yeah, you know what? It sounds really good. We should do it. So we did, and I think they did a great job at their studio and stuff like that. And so we decided to do dual release, and it was, everybody in my family was like, oh, it's beautiful and everything. And I was like, okay. So I like I said, I listened to the family and my wife, and so we released that one too. And then we just kept rolling and rolling. I had like you said, I had met Shirley at Piano Idol, and when we talked after the show, she had mentioned that maybe someday we could do something together, and that was 2018. So it took some years, but finally, I found the song. I saw it at the internet gala, and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm doing this and that, and I'm still working on this song that I want to do. It's this and that. I know you're busy. You probably can't do it." She goes, "Let's do it." And I was like, "Really?" And she goes, "Yeah." I said, "Are you sure? I know you have a tight schedule." She goes, "I'll make time." So finally, we went when we recorded it at Shell Shock at her studio, and she said, "What do you want to do with the song?" I said, "You know what? It's kind of out there, but I want to do a song that sounds maybe like a 80s ballad, you know, like a rock ballad."
Yeah.
She says, "You know what? I can hear it." She goes, "Let me work on it." So she did. She sent me the first draft, and she goes, "I mean, if you don't like it," I was like, "No, I love it. Leave everything the way it is. I have no comments. There's no critique. There's nothing. Just leave it the way it is."
No qualms about it.
No, I was like, no, I was happy with whatever she did, and sure enough, we went over there and we did the song. I recorded it at her studio, and she was gracious enough to also do the video for the song. So she said, I said, "Well, I wanted to do." She goes, "Let's do it. Let's do the video." So we did that. Like I said, she's got a tight schedule, but she was super awesome, and she agreed to do the song, the video, and everything. And we went and we did the video in San Antonio. It's simple, but it's a nice video. And so I mean, all that is just, for me, it's been short but it's been a heck of a ride. I've done so many things, and I've met so many people, and you included, and it's for me, it's amazing because before, um, I was on the outside looking in. I was kind of
Yeah.
trying to break in. I didn't know a lot. I didn't know a lot of people, and to be, walking the red carpet at the Onda Music Awards, I was in between La Fiebre and another big star behind me. And I was talking to all these people, and to be treated like a so I lost the word, but like you're part of the industry.
Hmm.
It's awesome, it's just to be in there and being accepted, by the other people, by your peers and stuff like that. It made me feel, like, wow, this is cool. And just knowing that some of the people actually recognized me, and that was amazing, So I tell my wife, I tell her, you know what, if I was gone tomorrow, I like all that I've done, even though I haven't reached the status of what the big stars have achieved, I'm still happy because I've met a lot of the people that I've admired over the years, and I've been able to have conversations, have input. Um, I met Oscar G at a signing, and he was the nicest guy. We talked for a long time. Um, he even said, you know what, whenever you're ready, if you want to, we can do something together.
Yeah.
So that's something that I'm working on right now. We have a song, and I'm gonna send it out to him. So to see if he approves it, and if he does, that's something that's gonna be on the album.
He's got a terrific voice. I really love Oscar G. Lisa
Yeah,
Trevino says it's called a romantic side. It's called on the romantic side. I think it's great. I love all his songs, music that touches the heart. Beautiful family, also. Yes,
thank
you're
you.
exactly right, Lisa. It's a wonderful song. Hilda P in the house. He says hello, NDO, and hello, my amigo Carlos P.
Hi, Hilda.
Hilda. So she's got Hilda P Promotions, but don't forget she also has Quiero Saber with Hilda P here on the Cubo Radio Network. She has shows. She actually had a show earlier today, and she has them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays at 8, Thursdays at 6. And you know what? I have Vete Ya. Why don't we go ahead and take a listen to Vete Ya so that we can see the variances of your vocal ability and also kind of check it out because you're not just a one trick pony. You have a lot of great variable music that you can listen to, but all of it is definitely Carlos P for what it is.
Thank
Vete
you.
Ya from Carlos P. That is the one and only Carlos P. I am Indio here on Cubo Radio. Oh, yeah.
Me cansé de esperar tu amor, que dijiste algún día será tuyo, prometiste amarme con pasión, pero solo me has dejado a ti muy triste. Me dijiste soy solo para ti, y a la vuelta te encontraste otro cariño, y otra vez se ha perdido ese amor que ya tantas veces me has prometido. Vete ya, vete ya, vete ya, ya no quiero yo nada contigo. Contigo solo le doy golpes al corazón y no encuentro cómo darle alivio. Me dijiste soy solo para ti, y a la vuelta te encontraste otro cariño, y otra vez se ha perdido ese amor que ya tantas veces me has prometido. vete ya, ya no quiero yo nada contigo. Contigo solo le doy golpes al corazón y no encuentro cómo darle el alivio.
There you have it. There you have it. It's a great song, brother.
Thank you.
It's a really great song, and it's well put together. And once again, like I said, it's a very Carlos P song, man. You've got a signature voice. It kind of reminds me of what I always say about when I interviewed Ruben Ramos, and I asked him what advice would he give to a new artist. He always said, just do that. You know, whatever it is that you do, just be consistent about it, you know, because if you keep changing who you are, your audience is not going to know who you are, and they're going to be looking for you. But if you stay consistent with who you are, they're going to know you, and they're going to come back to you. So just stay, you know, just do you. And so that's pretty awesome, man. And, you know, to know that I didn't know that song was written that far back, but it's a great song. It's a very well put together. Norma says,
Thank you.
sweet music. And Norma should know because her husband is George Salazar, and he's
Yeah.
a great singer. He's got a great range. George has got like 2 octaves of vocal range. And we were at Vegas at Tejano together, and he was standing behind me, and he was singing like every song, and I could hear him sing like every song. He was on pitch every time. I was like, dude, what are you doing behind me? You need to be on stage. But George is a great guy. He's a great singer too.
Yes. Yeah.
But
George and Norma. Yes. I love them. They're awesome. They're always showing support for everybody.
mhm.
And I admire George also as a singer. So yeah, I mean, and I don't know if George remembers this, but he said we were gonna do a duet one day. So George, I'm gonna keep you to your word.
There you go, Norma. You got to remind George. Juan Narvaez, he says, saludos desde Ruskin, Florida. Ruskin,
Saludos.
Florida. There you go, brother. I used to live in Tallahassee, and that's kind of on the panhandle there in Florida. So that's a place. TDK.
Oh, wow.
Hijo de su TDK 100. Qué buen tío. Saludos, Carlos P. How you doing, TDK?
Saludos.
And Norma says we love Carlos P. Yes, yes, for sure. Okay, cool. Now, it's a great song. And real quick, I just want to remind people, if you want to get a hold of Carlos, if you want to find out some more information, Carlos does have a website. You can go and check it out. Mira, there's the QR code for Carlos P. Garcia. It'll take you to it's a website that he has there that'll give you all of his information. It also takes him to his his access to all of his social media sites there as well, and then everything else. And you know, the best way you can support your artist, your Tejano artist like Carlos, you go to his shows, you buy his merch. That's the best way you can do it. Yes, granted, you know, streaming his music is good, but remember, you know, streaming only on Spotify, they only pay him 0.004 cents per song. That's really not going to do anything for him. But if you go to his shows, buy his T-shirt, buy his caps, then that money goes directly to Carlos. And also, if you pay at the door, so that way you can go see him, that goes to him as well. And if you do go, put your phone down, man. Put your phone down, because you know nothing makes a musician, a singer, their heart smile, they put a smile on their face, than watching people dance to their music. That's the best thing of all, man. You know, enjoy that. Make a memory with your family, with your wife, with your girlfriend, or that cute little girl that said hello to you as you walk in. You're guaranteed to do a better job there. Norma says we have not forgotten, Carlos. So there you go. They haven't forgotten. So just remind them, hey, you said so. You said so, loco. And we're gonna do like a Tejano rap or something. Tell them like that. I want to
Thank
see.
you.
We gotta, yeah, I want to see that. No, no, pushing the music is good, but Tejano rap, I think we're still yeah, a few years away from that one. And Hilda says that Carlos P just did the fundraiser with us at the New Beer Depot, and it was totally awesome. Ram Herrera got on stage to sing with him, and it was totally awesome. I don't know if he mentioned it, but I have footage of it all. There you go. Yeah. So, what's it like to sing on stage with Ram?
It's one of those moments where you kind of feel like, okay, that's it. I've reached the point of like no return. I like you feel like you've done it all already because
the
like
pinnacle,
I admire what
the pinnacle, the top, the top of it all.
That's because it was I've been a Ram fan for years, and like I said, I didn't start as a solo artist until 2018.
Mhm.
So I mean, the process has been slow going, I guess, because I mean you have to start from the bottom. But I have been on stage with Ram, but many years ago, and I told him that I wanted to do backup, and he said, "Come on up." So that was awesome. But then we were like that day we were kind of I was doing the song and he came and he did a piece of the song. For me, I mean I bowed and I said, you know what, here's a mic, you can take it. And he did a part of the song and then he turns around and he gives me the mic. And I thought, wow, like he's giving me the mic back. I was like, no, you can sing. He goes, no, thank you, this and that. And he walked off and I was like, wow. Like, so he gave me my space to keep singing. So that was awesome for me. I was like, wow, you know what? That he could have taken over the stage. He could have kept singing because I mean, people they're there for him. So I thought, no, he's gonna take like that's his show. Like I'm gonna walk off. But then he gave me the mic back. So I mean that felt awesome. And like Ella said, she did the video and I have it. I'm gonna save it. It's gonna be one of those videos that you watch over and over and enjoy, And it's cool because I told my wife, you know what? I think hopefully when we're gone, hopefully our grandkids and stuff like that, they can keep watching those videos and see that history, because just with all the videos and the music and just the history that we've made so far, I feel like we've made a little dent on the industry, like at least to say, you know what, I was part of it. And that for me is amazing because I love music. I love music and I love Tejano music. I've told the story many times. I didn't listen to Tejano music until I was maybe about 20 years old. And so it wasn't my first love. My first love was rock, heavy metal, stuff like that.
Nice.
And it's funny because when we're on the stage that day at the New Beer Depot, I told him, I said, you know what? There's a saying that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, right? So we're gonna do one of your songs. But before that, I want to tell you a quick story. And I said, you know what? I was about 19 or 20 years old, and I was dating a girl at that time, and she used to listen to Tejano music, and I heard Ram Herrera's Amor Querido, and I thought to myself, this guy's pretty good. This guy's pretty good. Like that was what I thought at that time. I didn't know any better. I didn't really know Tejano. So I mean, he just laughed, and I was like, but now I think that he's the best, like he's the best in the industry, and but at the time I was like, this guy's pretty good. So he just laughed.
He's alright. He's alright.
He's okay. But I mean, little did I know he was gonna become like the one singer that I admired the most. And it's funny because I think we share a birthday, or his birthday's the day before mine.
Oh wow!
So I was like, wow, like it's kind of crazy. Him, it's kind of funny. It's him, and I think it's Gary Hobbs, and Jaime de Anda. I think we're in the same week. We all have a birthday.
Oh,
so I was like, wow, I share birthdays with all these awesome people.
That's cool.
But yeah, it was amazing.
David Vela's in the house. He says, hello, Indio and Carlos. David Vela, Oakland is watching. David Vela is our resident actor. He is on the series, the Chosen on Netflix. So once again, I ask all of y'all to support our artist as well. He is an actor, so if you have Netflix, go and check out the Chosen and give it a good rating, a thumbs up, and everything else. Keep David Vela working. I know he's got some other projects. He's worked on a lot of projects, but that's the project he's going on right now. And I think he's also on the Apostle Paul, I believe, that's coming out.
Oh wow.
So go and support him. He's also got his daughter also is a terrific artist, and make sure that you support her as well. So yeah, David,
Cool.
thanks so very much for joining us, Dave. I appreciate you, brother. Lisa Trevino says it was amazing. Yeah, she liked it, and she says I got the fundraiser in my group. It was amazing. So yeah, definitely. And you know what? I when I interviewed Ram, it was funny because he said, hell, Lawrence, man, I'm just now getting good. I'm just now liking my voice. And so
Wow.
he's still getting ready. And you know what's funny? The very first competition he ever won, he was in like third grade, and he's saying Ben, Michael Jackson's Ben, the two of us
Oh
were
wow.
to no more. And so I was like, we did the whole interview, and I asked him to sing it at the end of the interview, and he sang it. So I have video of that, and it's pretty cool because
Well,
he's like,
that's
nobody's
cool.
ever asked me to sing that song, and I was like, well, I'm asking you, bro, throw it out. So he's an interesting character, and
He's a cool guy. That day after the show, I asked him for a picture, and he said, "Come on, let's go outside. And the lighting's better and stuff like that." So we went outside, and he talked to us, and he encouraged us. And I'm gonna do it here because I know it's something that it's important to him also. He was talking about getting checked for cancer and stuff because he said get your checkups, your yearly, your after 50, you're supposed to get checked for your prostate cancer.
Right.
And he said, so don't forget, it's very important. Once you turn 50, you start getting checked and stuff like that because because of what he's going through. So and so we talked about that, and we talked about other things. And like I said, he's a real cool person, and I mean, we continue praying for him, and whatever we can do to help. I mean, I'm always willing to do it. So, and I told him the same thing there, and yeah, if we can spread the word as far as getting checked for prostate cancer, especially for the men over 50. So, I mean, get checked.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he reached out to me after my transplant. So he's a cool guy. Very cool guy. Let's take a listen to Piporos because it's because it's a good song, and I want people to hear another side of your vocal ability as well. So let's take a listen to that. Okay. And Piropos from Carlos P. Check it out. It goes like this.
Quien te viera tan bonita caminando por la calle. Yo quisiera ser el sol para darte todo el día mi calor y mi amor. Yo quisiera ser azúcar para endulzarte los oídos, ser así como el mariachi que te toque todo el día, tus canciones favoritas pa' que no te quede duda que te amo, y decirte mis piropos todo el mes y todo el año. Piropos de esos que son con amor, palabritas con el corazón, sin doble sentido ni corrientes, para enamorarte diariamente. Hacerte caer es la intención, por eso te escribo esta canción. Lo que te deseo intensamente es que no me saco de la mente, que eres la princesa de mi cuento, si estás conmigo estoy contento. Con piropos digo lo que siento, palabritas con el corazón. Piropos esos que son con amor, palabritas con el corazón, sin doble sentido ni corrientes, para enamorarte diariamente. Hacerte caer es la intención, por eso te escribo esta canción. Creo que te deseo intensamente, es que no me saco de la mente. Eres la princesa de mi cuento, que si estás conmigo estoy contento. Con piropos digo lo que siento, palabritas con el corazón. Quien te viera tan bonita.
Yeah, great song, man. You got that love and
Thank
feeling, brother. You are all like all lovey dovey. All of your music is romantic. That's one of the things Gary Hobbs said. Ah, you're a romantic, Lawrence. And I was like, hey, I like good music, bro. Just chill out, man. I like good music. Yeah, so definitely, it's a great song. It's a different side of you, man, because it's a slower cumbia, but it's still well done. I love that's what to me. That's one of my favorite songs of yours. Is that one right there, man? That's the
thank you.
yeah. It's a very good, smooth, clean. It's not overpowering. It delivers a great message, and it's just very well put together. It's a great song, and your vocal delivery is very, very good. I really love the way you,
Thank
you, you sing that song, and it's
you.
it's a great dancing song that you can really enjoy somebody embracing you with. That's really that's a true a couple song right there. I don't see a reason why anybody would want to dance that song by themselves. They should dance it together. David says it's a great song. See, David agrees with me,
Thank
and
you, David.
yeah. So but
One,
yeah, it's a great song, bro. What was the
thank you.
inspiration? I didn't know that it had taken you so long to put it out there. What was the inspiration?
Well, that song actually was written by a writer. He's from Monterrey. His name's Eduardo Yayo Anguiano.
Holy
And
smokes!
this guy, he's written for, like, I don't know, I'm almost everybody, I guess. I know Jay Perez, I know La Fiebre, Lucky Joe, Signo, a bunch of the other artists. They've all recorded on his music. And he also does music for other genres. So there's like banda and alterado type of music, stuff like that. He's done it all, and then I think he finally released a song. And I told him when I heard his demos, whatever he sends over, I heard him and I said, dude, why the heck aren't you recording these songs? This music, like it sounds awesome. Like your voice is good, the songs are great. He goes, I don't know, I don't have the confidence yet. And then finally, like a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago, he finally released his first song. I can't remember the name, unfortunately, right now, but he released his first song, and I told him, you know what? That's awesome, man. You finally did it. And I told you it's going to be good. And he's like, yeah, he's all happy. But he keeps writing these awesome songs. That's his song. The one I did with Shelly was his song.
Oh, okay.
I have a Christmas song out there, and it's his. And I have another song of his that I'm dying to record already. But we're still in the process of the working out the music itself. But it I mean, I love his style of writing, and I think it fits my style. So that's why I keep going back to him because I love his style of writing, and I hope that we can keep working together because he's ready. I mean, he has a huge catalog, and he has a lot of music out there. Well, not out there, but waiting to be recorded.
Yeah.
And I'm more than willing to record it. And he has great songs. So the on the video itself, it's kind of just a real quick on the guitar. Well, the guitars didn't show up, so I asked my grandson to stand in there. So he's the one in there, is like acting like he's playing the guitar. He plays some guitar, but he didn't know the song, but he still stood there. And that day, I don't know if you saw the drummer. He's a young guy. Back then, he
Yeah.
was about 16 years old. So the plan there was to have him and one of my wife's nieces do the video. They were going to be like a couple. But at the last minute, she backed out and she got cold feet. She didn't want to do it. Hey, Mari. And so what happened, and I never would have in a million years thought that she would have done it. My wife said, you want me to do it? My jaw dropped to the floor, and I was like, what? She goes, you want me to do it? I was like, really? I was like, wow. Like, she's the last person you would have ever thought that she would have been in a video. So I said, yeah, let's do it. She goes, just on one condition. I don't want anybody to see my face. I was like, well, that's the point, right? But we still did it, and there was one little part where she kind of turned, and I told the videographer, I said, you need to keep that in there, and I want to see that. So I kind of cheated a little bit. It's a little cheating, but we did that. It was fun.
Wow.
And
You know, she just needs to be comfortable with who she is. You understand that, you know, beauty is everywhere and we all are beautiful in our own way. And I think
yeah,
we put too much emphasis and time on what the catalog version of beauty is. That's wasteful. You know, as Native Americans, we don't see that, you know, in that same light. We beauty comes within and how a person treats other people. That's what beauty is.
oh,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
that's what we see as beautiful. The outward appearance is never, we don't see that. You know, it's what you do inside. That's why we so readily paint our faces. And a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of Native American tribes here in the United States, we had tattoos. You know, and people are like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we were covered in tattoos, and so you just don't see it because you'd never, you know, on everybody's used to the Hollywood tribe, you know, the ones that play the Hollywood drums. Dum, 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 dum. I've been
Yeah.
to hundreds of powwows, and not one drum sounds like that to me. So, but the Hollywood tribe, everybody believes that. Mari Chofi Martinez says, "Saludos, guys," and she says, "Absolutely, yeah, definitely, yeah," and it's true. You know, everybody have. We're all made in the image of God, and we're all beautiful. You know, so you know that's why I don't understand how people can discount the. Oh, I'm a Christian, but I discount that people over there. Wait a minute, you know, if you believe in God, then that person was created in the image of God too.
Yes.
So why are they ugly or why do you hate them if they're the same image as you? It doesn't make sense. But it is what it is,
No.
and you know, people have their
Yeah.
own deals, but we should be kinder to each other. We have to take care of each if we don't take care of each other, people of color, who's going to take care of us? We have to do it ourselves. We can't allow other people or depend on other people. We have to do it ourselves. We have to be this community. And you know, we have a special place, Carlos, you and I, being in the music industry, we have a special place because music is very powerful. Let me ask you this. Have you ever thought of that your music, like this piropo song, or like Vete Ya, or Quien tuvo la culpa, or Con otro sabor, you know, who have you ever thought that people are going to fall in love to your music, or people are going to have their first kiss to your music or have their first dance to your music? Has that ever crossed your mind?
Actually, it hadn't.
So what do you think about it now? Did I just
I,
did I just hurt your brain, or is that, he's like, damn it, Lawrence?
actually, no, no. Actually, it's because I lost connection. Actually, I hadn't thought about it, but I was watching one of your last interviews, not this week, I think last week, and I think you asked somebody or you mentioned something like that, and I mean, it got me thinking. I was like, wow. I was like, can you imagine if that's the case? That's amazing. That's amazing that somebody can fall in love to one of your songs, or it could be dedicated to somebody, like you said, first dance, anything, anything like that's amazing. And I mean, for me, I'd love to hear that story. If somebody has it, I'd love to hear it. Saludos, Henry. Henry Puente from San Antonio. He's a Grupo Cielo, so I help Grupo Cielo, and so we played Thursday. We played at the Stetson Bar in San Antonio. These guys are awesome. Also, they play great music, and I love to help them out because they have a great band. So I love to do that. But going back to the other thing, yeah, it would be amazing if somebody has a story. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it. I did, and it's not a recorded song. It's a video. I had a friend, and well, before that, I kept hearing the song "Un día a la vez." It kept popping up everywhere, and then it kept popping up in my head for a long time. And then this friend of mine, she said, "You know what? My mom's sick," and actually she was sick also, but her mom was at a point where she was almost going to be leaving us, and she said she would love to hear you sing "Un día a la vez." So I did that as a video, and I went ahead and I posted it on YouTube. But I had sent it to her first, and she said she loved it, and she was so happy, and she was very grateful. She couldn't stop thanking me for doing that, and I love to do stuff like that. But not long after that, I got a message from another follower, who's awesome, by the way. I'm not gonna say her name because it's very personal, but she sent me a message and she goes, "I just want you to know that." Oh, I'm sorry. That last night I was at a point where I didn't want to be here anymore. She said I was in a dark place, and I think that I was gonna do something that I wasn't supposed to do. And she said, and for some reason I opened the YouTube and I heard you sing the song, and she goes, and it put me at peace. And so essentially she was telling me that I had saved her life that day with that song. And I mean, it's amazing, just to think the power of music, the power of just a small gesture and having that effect on somebody. It's amazing. That's why I love music. That's part of why I love the music, because there's a connection. There's always a connection with somebody, and sometimes it could be that personal, And
oh yeah, most definitely.
I feel blessed to have been able to do something like that. It's amazing.
Definitely, most definitely. Real quickly, Mari says, "Amen," or they make fun of people's appearances even though they themselves are not perfect. Well, unfortunately, everyone on this planet is not perfect. That's the key thing. Nobody's perfect, and so nobody should be making fun of anybody. If anybody, we should be celebrating each other. That's what we should do. We're all imperfect beings, but we are perfect. We can be perfect in our love. That's what we can be. And so we should always try to be the best person. At least I try to. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I try or I achieve that goal, but I try every day. And that's what we should do. True Indio says, Lisa, thank you so very much. And obviously, Henry Puente says, saludos, guys, from San Antonio. Definitely. Let's see here. Mari Rivera Marquez. Mari. My girl
Buddy.
Mari from she says, hello guys, Tejano to the bone in la casa. How are you doing, Mari? She's a DJ with Tejano to the bone. Thank you so very much for being here, sweetheart. I appreciate you. She's hello to Carlos P Garcia. She uh, she,
Saludos.
she introduced me to and I'm going to say her name wrong, so I'm not even going to say her name. But she's one of the singers there from DFW area, and now I'm not talking about Monica Saldivar. But yeah, she's a great. Mari, let us know when your show is, so that way people can tune in to Tejano to the Bone to listen to your show, because I do know she does a lot of events and everything else, but she also has a show that you should check out. Indio is almost perfect. No, I'm not. I'm not
Sure.
even close. I'm the worst person on this planet. But I will tell you this: I always wear this band, and I give them away. I have a bunch of these, and every time you see me, I'll always give these away. And going back to what you said, I always end my show with the same thing, and that's always that we should know that we are loved, and that we matter, and that goes back to a person who reached out to me, and I had mentioned that over the air, and that person said that they were in that same spot, in a dark spot, and were not wanting to be here, and but that's what they needed, because they'd never heard that before. They never heard that they mattered, and so me saying that to them helped them make the decision to stay the next day. And
Thank God.
what does it cost us to be kind to each other? What does it cost you to say hello? What does it cost you to open the door? What does it cost you to give them a smile? Absolutely nothing. And you actually use less muscles to make a smile than you do to make a frown. So be kind. That's all we ask, is just, or I ask, be kind to each other. God says, love one another. Yes, that's exactly right. And that's what we should do. And I hate proselytizing. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not proselytizing. But what I'm saying is that this world is ugly enough as it is already. We can't, let's not contribute to the ugliness. People are being pulled out of their cars, pulled out of their schools, pulled out of their jobs for stupid reasons. Let's make it a little brighter day for each other, the little time that we have here on earth, because our time is very, very short. And you know what? It's inspiring that we are all in unison with that same ideology. But I hope that it goes further than that. Christmas time is a wonderful time. But I don't know if you like I'll tell you something. My brother called me in June, and he goes, "Hey, Indio, something's wrong with your station." I was like, "Why?" He goes, "You're playing a Christmas song." And I was like, "But it's one of my favorite Christmas songs." He's like, "But it's a Christmas song and it's June." And I was like, "But good music needs to be heard, bro. And if it puts you in a good mood, why not?" You know what I'm saying? It's a it's we should just be trying to be better with each other. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
And then all I want is to help push that along, whatever little bit that I can do. The only little bit that I can do. I'm not saying that I'm going to change the world, but my little world that I can. What manner of a man would I be if I didn't try to make this world a better place in the first place? So love one another. We are brothers and sisters. Thank you, Marty. Definitely. So and I love your music because it's very love centered. Some of it's not like I love you, some of it's like you need to go get, vete ya, obviously, get out of here. But I mean, it's also on the side of, that's the one thing we share is empathy. That's what separates us from the animals. Animals don't have empathy. No matter how much we want to put human characteristics on animals, animals do not have empathy. And so for us, we have empathy for each other, and so we should act on it. That's, a lot of people say, or that, empathy is our guardian angel telling us, hey, pay attention. And that's what we should be doing. Um, Let's see here. Mari says, write expression through music. Yes, expression through music. And you got great ones. Let's see here. Tell your family and friends how much you love them tomorrow, not promise. Very good.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, to say I love you is definitely something that we need to do, especially here recently with the death of some icons that we have, like Abraham Quintanilla and uh, uh, Manny Guerra. Manny Guerra. I don't know if anybody knows this, but he was a preacher, but he also had some animated sermons that he was giving out. I'm actually the animator of his sermons. I animated all of his sermons, and he wanted, but I just did it because he's a friend of mine, and he. It all started because somebody told him it's impossible. That's like you have to have this whole TV crew, and I was like, no, I can do it, and so I did it. But all we have to do is just help each other, and death doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care who you are. Death comes to all
No,
of us. So we should celebrate each other as family and friends. So
sure.
let's it's come to that time of the show, bro, where I go ahead and give you the opportunity to go say your thank yous, give out your shout outs and everything else, and remind people where to go to get your information. I want to go ahead and bring up your QR code for your information, so that way people that can go ahead and get your information right there at the Carlos website. It's got all of his social media and everything else. So it's all you, brother. Ben, go ahead.
Well, that's a great way to look me up and keep up with me and with that website. I try and keep it as up to date as possible. Uh, as you know, I was independent, so I was doing everything on my own, and so I do all that. I try and keep up with everything so it can be up to date. But yeah, you look me up. Everything's Carlos P Garcia Tejano Singer across all media platforms, um, YouTube, and then you can find my music on Spotify, pretty much Apple Play, Apple, wherever you want to listen to your music. Um, if you can subscribe to the YouTube, you're gonna see upcoming videos as well. Um, I did record a new song. It's already being mixed and mastered this week. We recorded the video yesterday. It's called Aunque sé que ya no estás, and it should be released on January the 3rd. So that's what's coming up. We're already in the works. We're working on a new song. It's already in the works, and on another song, so we can release it maybe in another few months. The idea is to hopefully have something done by mid-year or late next year. I am signing with Rondale Records effective January 1st. So I will be with them, and I am very happy they're giving me their complete support. So I see a lot of good things coming up. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I have a lot of stuff a lot of projects coming up with other artists as well. And I'm just excited. And I want to thank everybody that does follow the music, that does follow me, and thank you for all your support. I know Mari, she plays my music every time. She acknowledges me every time. She makes me feel like a superstar every time I go on her show. So thank you. I appreciate that. Mari Shofi, thank you también. Saludos. Another great person, follower también. Done an interview with them also. Hilda, of course, Hilda, man, she's been a supporter for a long, long time. She got me my first interview after Idol. So she's always looking out for us and trying to help us out. Also, Lisa Trevino, thank you so much. Henry, again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to work with you guys. That's an awesome man. Mr. Vela, thank you, sir. Thank you for your comments. I really appreciate them. And everybody that was watching, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Juan Narvaez and Mr. Chileta also. So like I said, good things are coming. A lot of things are coming. The release is on January 3rd. It's a song written by Beto Ramon, and it is a song that was written in honor of the owner of the Rondo Records wife, for his wife, and it's sung especially for her. The video you're gonna see, you're gonna see a cameo of Mr. Gonzalez, and he's doing some spoken word. So it's gonna be pretty awesome, and it's very personal. I hope you like it. And so again, thank you, Indio. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, giving me this time as to talk and ramble and do whatever I had to do. But like I said, follow me on YouTube. Follow me on any social media platform that you like, and you can listen to music on any platform that you like, or you can go on YouTube, and it's Carlos P. Garcia Tejano Singer across the board. So again, thank you all. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And if you can, keep the website. I'm going to keep it updated.
There you go. And a key thing is make sure that it's Carlos P Garcia, the Tejano singer. And the reason I say that is because you have to understand Garcia, Lopez, Peña, and Nunez are the four most common Hispanic last names. So, and in Carlos, I mean, everybody has at least two or three Carloses in their, that they know of in their circle. So, and make sure that you put the Tejano singer in there so that way you can get that information and support Carlos, man. He's got great
Thank you.
music. He's got great music, and he's hopefully he'll get in your area. In order to get him to perform in your area, it's real simple. Go up to the DJ, go up to the owner, the manager, or to the promoter in your area and say, hey, you know what? Carlos P has got some great music. You need to bring him to our area. And they'll reach out, because these promoters, these managers, they don't know what you want to hear. They're fishing. That's why a lot of times they bring the same artist over and over again, because they don't know what you want. And you keep showing up to the same artists. So if you want somebody different, just go and tell them. That's all you got to do. Go and tell them. And when they show up, like I said, put your phone down. Go ask that pretty little girl that winked at you and you walked in. Ask her to dance and go and dance. Make a memory. Make a memory that you can share. Because how many times have you looked at the video that you recorded or the pictures that you took of that night? How many times have you gone back and looked at it? The best thing to do is, you paid for the show, enjoy it. Enjoy it. I guarantee you, in here, it's going to be 10 times better than on the phone. And so, and plus also you'll get to make a memory, you'll get to dance, and you'll remember her perfume. It smelled real good. As long as she's wearing perfume, or if, maybe it's your favorite beer smell. I don't know. I have no idea. But the thing is that you get to enjoy yourself the best you can.
Yes.
And that's what you need to do. And the band loves it. I know you right, Carlos, you want to see them dancing. You want to see them out there enjoying themselves. So
I think that's part of what we wanna do every time is give a good show, get everybody to have fun, to dance, and to have that memory, of the show, and say, and look back and say, you know what, that night was good. We had a good time.
And that's why bands practice. I know all the bands that I've been part of, we've practiced and practiced and practiced, because we want to have a great show. We want them to, to walk away going, man, that was an awesome show. And that's what we want.
Yeah.
So go out there and enjoy it. Lisa Trevino says, best of luck to you, Carlos P. Garcia. Éxitos. She also says, good night, Indio, and everyone. God bless you always. Thank you so very much, Lisa. I appreciate that. Mari, hope to see you soon, Carlos P. in Dallas, Texas. I think I'm going to be there for the New Year's Eve bash, Mari. I'm pretty sure. I'm not totally positive, but I'm pretty sure. Chuy Gonzalez, thank you so very much. Saludos desde Laredo, Texas.
Another great friend. I used to play in a band with Chuy, couple of years, and he's also a great supporter. He has a show here, and he always plays my music. So thank you, Chuy. Saludos.
Yeah, there you go, Chewy. Keep it up, brother. Thank you so very much to each and every one of y'all that joined us tonight, man. And we're gonna reschedule Carlos so that we can get a better. I mean, this is all put together with bubble gum and tape right now. We were having issues, but we'll get it together. We're gonna do another show so that way we can get a better version of what we just did today. And besides, he's got another song coming out, and we can promote that song here in the future as well.
Oh yeah.
And so, we apologize for any of the inconveniences, but we did the best that we can. And that's the good thing, is we got the message out, and we're going to do it again. And we're not going to stop. That's what we do. Mari says, hit me up if you come down to Dallas. So most definitely. With that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you that joined us in all the different locations and everything else that we were broadcasting at. If you're a new artist or if you're a new band that wants to get their music out, go ahead and send it to admin@cuvaradio.net. Um, what I require is just two things. You has to be recorded at industry standards. And the second thing is an ISRC code, because that is for you, not for me. So that way you can get your royalties. Cuba Radio is a fully accredited radio station with ASCAP, BMI, CSEC, and SOCOR. So we have to do our part to share with you. And if you're listening to it on the website or with the app, you'll see an add to cart button and it'll take you there. So that way you can buy all of Carlos P's music. See, and it's 99 cents. It'll stay on your phone. You don't have to scroll it and you don't have to stream it. It'll be on your phone. You can listen to it when you're driving in your car. See, it's that simple. That's all you got to do. Buy the music. With that being said, I want to thank you, each and every one of you. Carlos, if you could stick around just a little bit afterwards so that we can take care of some radio business. And if today was a bad day, if you didn't have a good day today, just remember, every day planes take off against the wind. You are loved. You matter. God bless you. Be kind to each other. We'll see you next Monday. All right? Bye-bye. And we're going to leave you with Con Otro Sabor from Carlos P. It's a new single, so go out and get it.
Salado que quedó en mis labios al besar tu boca. Es que tú estabas llorando porque te contaron que yo ando con otra. Hagas caso de la gente que todo lo decente lo vuelve pecado. Es que ellos seguramente quieren convencerte que te he traicionado. Aclarar las cosas, vamos a aclararlas bien. Deja de ser tan celosa. Yo nunca te he sido infiel. Por lo que digan ellos, por lo que digan yo, ya le pondré remedio a la situación. Por lo que digan ellos, por lo que digan yo, es que yo soy el dueño de tu corazón. Y si tú estás de acuerdo con mi decisión, ya nos daremos besos, ya nos daremos besos con otro sabor. Tanto, sécate este llanto, ya no estés tan triste. Y yo espero mientras tanto que no estés pensando que yo he querido herirte. Hagas caso de la gente que todo lo decente lo vuelve pecado. Y es que ellos seguramente quieren convencerte que te he traicionado. Aclarar las cosas, vamos a aclararlas bien. Deja de ser tan celosa. Yo nunca te he sido infiel. Lo que digan ellos, por lo que digan yo, le pondré remedio a la situación. Por lo que digan ellos, por lo que digan yo, que yo soy el dueño de tu corazón. Y si tú estás de acuerdo con mi decisión, ya nos daremos besos, ya nos daremos besos.